A lot of people on YouTube are making videos on how you can be part of the 1% or get ahead of 99% of people in the world. Yet many of them are in their early 20s, haven't taken their own advice, and haven't even built businesses. And I'm a little bit frustrated with all of these YouTubers that think they're in a position to tell you how you get to a place where you're ahead of 99% of people there. My name's Jordan. I'm a boy from Buffalo, New York with no college degree, didn't come from a rich family, didn't grow up belonging to a country club, didn't have uber rich parents with a massive network of people they could introduce me to help me get to where I am. I'm the guy that dropped out. I moved to Budapest, Hungary because I knew I could live there for about $1,000 per month. I built my first business there. I learned affiliate marketing there. I had an SEO agency there. I made my first million there. And I've taken those lessons to build a multi-billion-dollar company. That's called Hedera Hashgraph at its peak at a $20 billion market cap. I've taken those lessons and I've purchased multi-million-dollar domain names like PuertoRico.com and NFT.com. And I say none of this to brag. I'm practicing what I preach. And I've taken the lessons I'm going to share with you in this video. I've applied them to my own life, and every single one of them is responsible for how I got to where I am right now. I don't have a course to sell you on it. I'm not trying to make money on you right now. I'm trying to correct the misinformation that is out there on YouTube. So here's actually how you do it. I'm going to give you the short answer, a two-step process after for how you actually do it, and then an action plan. All right, let's get right into it. Step one, how you get ahead of 99% of people in the world. You got to do what the 99% of people are not doing. I want you to look at your life in its current form. What are you doing on a day-to-day basis? How are you living? Be honest with yourself, right? I mean, it's just me and you talking here, and honestly, it's really just you and you talking. So get out a sheet of paper and start to take account for what your life looks like right now, okay? Now, help me for a second, and let's do a quick little exercise. What is your life gonna be like 1 year from now without any changes? Without any changes, just doing what you're doing right now daily, every single day. What is your life going to be like 1 year from now on your current trajectory? You going to be making more money in 1 year? Are you going to be any fitter? Are you going to be healthier? Are you going to be in a meaningful relationship? Let's go 2 years out now. Let's go 1 year beyond that. No changes. How are you feeling now? Meaningful relationships? Good friendships? You making more money? What's your relationships like? Only you can answer these questions, by the way. I can't answer them for you. Let's go 5 years out. We're 5 years out now. What's different? If this is painful, it's supposed to be, okay? Don't run away from pain. Don't run away from what looks like a negative feeling. Negative feelings can be used as fuel. You can use this to drive you. I know I have. Works really well for me. There's a lot of darkness inside that I've used to get to where I am, and I'd encourage you not to run from it. Go 10 years out, 10 years out without making any changes. What's your life like? Are you honestly happy? Are you fit? Are you fulfilled? Have you started that business? Are you in that relationship with the person of your dreams? What is that like? And I want you to go through that process. The pain of regret is a lot worse, a lot bigger, a lot greater, a lot more painful than the pain of day-to-day discipline. I'm going to state that again because that's a really important point. The pain of regret is going to be 100x more than the pain of discipline, of waking up and doing the things you're supposed to be doing on a day-to-day basis. Before you start to figure out what you want in life, you have to first understand what you don't want in your life. What is the day you don't want to have? What's the week you don't want to have? The month you don't want to have? The year you don't want to have? And write that down. For me, it was I didn't want to live in Buffalo, New York. I didn't want that cozy suburban lifestyle. I didn't want that mediocre job. I didn't want that. I wanted something a little bit more than the ordinary. I wanted the extraordinary. So write down what you don't want. Now, in the process of writing down what you don't want, some things are going to start to become true to you, okay? You're going to start to realize what you actually do want. And here's where the fun comes in. The next step of this, okay, is to put the action plan in place. I've been doing this for over a decade now. When I was lost and wandering and in my 20s and had no purpose and no direction, and I didn't like where my life was, and I was fat and I wasn't making money and I didn't have a good relationship, I did exactly exactly what I'm about to tell you. You've got to take a true audit of where you are day to day. What are the habits you're doing daily that are not consistent with the life that you want to be living? And then what are the habits of the type of person you want to become? I'll give you some of mine. I was drinking too much. I was out in Budapest, Hungary, partying 4 or 5 nights a week, okay? Having fun, beer was cheap, dropping bottles. Cut out the alcohol. You don't need the alcohol. Takes you on average 3 days to get back to your baseline energy level after a really bad hangover. Not worth it. You don't need to be spending half of your week recovering from too much drinking. So write down the bad habit. What's a habit you can replace that with? Maybe drinking close to a gallon of water, close to 3 liters of water on a daily basis, showing up at the gym, getting 10,000 steps in a day, reading a nonfiction book. Write those habits down too. Now, in life, we become what we consistently do. And the first thing we're going to focus on is what are we doing on a day-to-day basis and what new habits can we replace those bad habits with? In your rows, I want you to list the habits you're going to stop and the habits you want to start. Really, what are the 3 biggest, most impactful ones you can focus on to stop and the 3 to start? If you're smoking, definitely put smoking in as something you're going to stop. If you're drinking too much, definitely put drinking in there as something you're going to stop. If you are not actively, if you are a young dude and you are not actively training, taking care of your body is your vessel to achieve everything you want in life. You've got to be doing something to take care of your health, lifting something heavy daily, moving your butt and getting some steps in. You've got to put that on the list. Focus on 3 to replace, 3 bad habits to stop, 3 to add. 6, we're going to focus on that to start here. So this is the real fun. This is the super masterclass stuff here, super advanced, and this is what 99% of people are not willing to do. You've got to go incognito. You have got to go airplane mode for 6 months. Some people call it monk mode. Some people call it private hibernation. I don't care what you call it, but you are going to drastically change what you are doing and focus on those 6 things. Get a phone call, partying Friday night? No, thank you. You're not going. Boozy brunch, bottomless mimosas? Not going. Super late dinner on a Wednesday night that'll have you in bed after 11 p.m.? Not going, because it means you probably won't be waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you should be thinking about waking up before the sun if you are serious about achieving anything. If you are serious about getting ahead of 99% of people out there, because the truth is 99% of people out there are not living half of their year in monk mode. They're watching Netflix until midnight, mindlessly scrolling TikTok and Instagram without being proactive in their life. They're being reactive. They don't have time to decide the kind of life that they want for themselves, that they want to be living. And if you want to be different, if you want to take another path in life, you've got to be aware. And then you've got to make that conscious decision to change. At the end of a period like this, you're gonna look back on yourself. I know, because I've done this to myself. I don't even recognize him. Stop drinking, stop eating sugar, got a membership to a CrossFit gym, started functional fitness training, learned how to squat and deadlift and move his body. That was me. I've been through that process, and I can tell you it's worth it, and you've got to put yourself through it. I'm going to end on this. It's another expression. There's this beautiful sentiment in Japanese. It's actually 2 Japanese words put together. The first is kai, the next is zen. Okay, KaiZen is the word together. Kai means change. Zen means better. It means to change for the better. But more importantly, when put together, it means continuous improvement. It's this idea, this Japanese idea of getting a little bit better every day. You're never going to be the strongest person in the gym. You're never going to be the richest guy on the Forbes list. It's very rare that you would be. You may not have the nicest or most expensive apartment in your apartment building or the most expensive house in the neighborhood, but you're missing the point. That's not what it's about. It's not about being the best person from your graduating class of high school or the best person at your church or synagogue or mosque. It's about you versus you. It's about showing up every day and being 1% better today than you were yesterday, 1% better tomorrow than you were today. And if you focus on that, you won't recognize yourself over a 6-month period of incognito mode, airplane mode, monk mode, whatever you want to call it. You would have put in the work, and others will recognize that, and they'll be like, wow, that's a different person. You will look yourself in the mirror, and he'll introduce you to the new you. If you want more content like this, please subscribe. I'm just getting started. I know you are as well. I'm excited to see where you end up. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like. Make sure you also subscribe. And for more videos just like this, go check out this video over here.